Hey everyone, this is Ben Coomber Radio, episode number 196. Now, the last 2 weeks I've put out two shows, two-part series, one on sleep, one on bodybuilding with Nick Littlehells and John Mills respectively. Now, I hope you really enjoyed those shows, but dial back to when I said the theme of the podcast was changing. It's now changed. The podcast is now coming at you 2 days a week. So this Monday show, which is today, Monday, the 20th of June, is just going to be short. It's just going to be me, 5-10 minutes on a thought process that I'm currently thinking about and that I potentially want to help you with. Like, that is the reason behind all this, right? I'm trying to just make you think. I'm not necessarily saying do this, do that. I'm trying to give you tools where you can say, do you know what, I haven't really thought about that. Perhaps I need to go deeper on that. Perhaps I need to try this. And this is what this show's all going to be about. This Monday show is going to be a short show of me saying, have you thought about this? It might sometimes be a question. You can email me, bencoomber@gmail.com, if you want to ask me a question directly, and I will answer it on the podcast. You know, what I would say though is if you haven't listened to a lot of the podcasts, you know, we've done 195 episodes up until this one. If you haven't listened to a lot of the podcasts, please do that before asking a question, because I don't want to have to delete your email because we've already asked it. So let's go for stuff that hasn't been asked, you want to expand on, you want my maybe real world experience on, my coaching experience, who knows? Let's go there with that kind of stuff. So today, it's just a short little one, and then Thursday will be the biggest show. I'll be with you with Rachel, and we're doing one of our Q&A shows. The week after that, I will have a guest on. So there was something I wanted to talk to you about today, and that is the reasons why we do things. The actions that make us who we are. Like, why do we make certain decisions? Why do we do certain things when sometimes we know it's maybe, I wouldn't say the right thing to do, but maybe it shouldn't be driven in the way that it is. And the thing that made me think about this is I was watching a programme on BBC with Louis Theroux. I think he's an amazing interviewer. He goes to the weirdest places. He did a great episode on bodybuilders once. I watched one on the world's tallest people. I think he's quite a fascinating character. Anyway, he did this episode on drunk people, people that have an addiction to alcohol. And every single person that had an addiction to alcohol, and sometimes has an addiction in any way, or has something where there's an extreme personality trait, and if they don't feel in control, they will let this extreme personality trait override them. We can look at this in the bodybuilding industry, right? There's a huge amount of people that are very obsessed about their body composition, their body image. Now, where's that come from? Let's ask the honest question. Where has that come from? What has made me become obsessive about my body image, so that every decision I make comes back to, will this affect my body? Will I get fat? Will I lose muscle, etc.? So where's this extreme thing come from? And what I'm asking today is, how introspective are we going to say, do you know what? I'm going to raise the question why I think like this, because I don't think it's entirely healthy. And the thing is, you're probably going to have to talk to someone. You're probably going to have to reach out, find someone that can help you unravel this stuff, because we can't always do it ourselves, and that's not a problem. You should be able to reach out for help. There's many people that can help you with this kind of stuff. It's probably not going to be me. It's probably going to be someone that can deal with the kind of emotional, therapeutic aspects of our lives that we need to dig deep on. So anyway, this program with Louis Theroux, he was looking at drunk people, and it all came down to habits and behaviours. And there's this guy that struck me. He was young, he was good looking, he was intelligent, had always done quite well in life, and you know, he had a girlfriend leave him. It kind of all went a bit tits up, and he kind of had this feeling that he then wasn't, worthy of being loved. He was scared of people leaving him again. And even when he come out of rehab and you thought, oh God, this guy's going to do really well. Like, there's so much ahead of him. He's good looking. He'll get another girl. He presents himself well. He's intelligent. You kind of look at a guy like that and you think, how can this go wrong? And we probably know people around us where we're like, how is this going wrong for them? I just don't quite get it. And it's because deep down there's something that's happened in the past that we haven't quite dealt with. We're not being honest with ourselves. And we can draw parallels with so many areas of our lives in this instance. So what I'm trying to raise the question of today is there stuff in your lifestyle where introspectively you sit there and go, do you know what, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't have that habit, oh, this keeps happening. When are you going to stand back and say, I need to kind of look at this from a different angle. I need to find someone that can help me with this so I can move forward in a more positive way, because I know as an individual that I can do better, I can be better. But I need to go and find someone that can help me with this. And do you know what the hard thing about this is it's going to take a little bit of money. It always comes down to money, right? It always comes down to, spending an hour with someone, a couple of hours with someone, sessions, whatever. But what we're talking about is life fulfillment. Living an awesome life, right? If you're sitting there and you think, I could be doing better, I could feel better, I could perform better, I could look better, I could think better, I could be more happier. Whether you're 20, 30, 50, 60, there's so many years in front of you. And if you don't make these investments right now, for me, you're cheating yourself out of happiness. You're cheating yourself out of the potential to live an incredible life. And I think that's really important. I've spoke so many times about what is health and fitness. Health and fitness is a way to lead a better life. It's not is life. Health and fitness is not life. It's not, oh, we live to go to the gym, we live to eat healthy food. No, we do that to live a better life, to feel better in our skin, to have confidence, to have the energy to be successful in our careers, in our home, in our family life. All of this is an extension. But to go there, we've got to ask ourselves really hard questions. Why do I do the things that I do? Is it conductive to my long-term success? Is my habits ruining my success? The amount of times I post on Facebook and various places and people are like, oh, I know I should eat better, I know I should do this, I know I shouldn't do that, I know I should go to the gym more often, I know that I should go to the gym, less often. Why are we as individuals not standing back and saying, right, why is this happening? Who do I need to find help with? Who can help me with this? How do I move forward? Let's stand back. Let's stop doing what we're doing for a week and spend a week assessing. And if you don't know, ask yourself harder questions. Go for a meditative walk. Go for a walk where you just ask questions of yourself. You are thinking not of the external world, but about your world and the thing that's happening in it. And you have to go deep. And the reason why a lot of this won't happen for a lot of people is we simply will not be honest with themselves. We're scared of being honest because the process of change needs to go through some pain, needs to go through some things that we don't want to go through. Oh, to get there, I've got to go through 6 months of hard work. So what? Go through 6 months of hard work and then have 20, 30, 40, 50 years of a better life. It is as simple as that. But we won't stand back and take 3, 6, 12, 18 months to enable ourselves to progress forward in our life in a bigger and better way. And the way that we think is so important. I need to get Stephen Ace, the new body type nutrition mindset coach we've got on board on the podcast at some point, and talk about some of this stuff, because unless you think right, nothing else will happen. And all we ever want to do as people, right, is be happy, live an awesome life, feel good, have great life experiences, have adventure, be successful in our career, have a good, happy family, raise kids, all that kind of stuff. That is life. But in the fitness industry, we're often losing sight of that. So I'm going to finish there. And all I want to say at this point is be retrospective, be introspective, start asking hard questions yourself, be honest. I've talked about this stuff before on the podcast, but I still believe there's an epic amount of people not going through this process, and I want you to go through this process. You have to go through this process. You owe it to yourself. If you've got a question that you want on the podcast, bencoomber@gmail.com. Send it in with the subject line podcast, and I can do it on these little short Monday morning shows. It's Monday. Have an awesome week. If you want any of the stuff that I do, then Google Ben Coomber. You'll find loads of my information. There's tons of free stuff out there. You've just got to sit down, spend half an hour, Google around, click some links, but invest in yourself. If you've enjoyed this show, please give me the feedback. Please say something in the Facebook comments. Please leave me a review on iTunes. Please send me a tweet. I'm now on Snapchat at Ben Coomber. Add me on Snapchat. I'm starting to document a lot more of what I do in and out of the gym, kitchen, food, my lifestyle, that kind of stuff. Come and find me. Let's communicate. Let's be more awesome. Hey everyone, Ben Coomber Radio, episode number, no idea, doing this advanced, who cares anyway, I know you don't care. So today, one of my favourite topics, we've talked about sleep before.